السلام عليكم متابعينا الكرام، اهلا وسهلا فيكم في فيديو جديد. اليوم الفيديو بتكلم عن اشخاص ذهبوا لمكان غلط ولعبوا لعبة الويجا. هي اخطر لعبة من تبوس استدعاء الارواح الشيطانية، شو بقولوا اللهم اعوذ بك من الشياطين. المهم يا اخوان، عم نتفل عليه. اذا ماكو شكرا اشتركوا، فعل الجرس كل جديد ولايك منكم حلو كمان. إذا قناة جديدة نطورها ماديا وننشر الفيديو أوسع النطاق عشان نكبر القناة. قناة تخصص رياكشن كمان، قناتي الأساسية لسه توافي عن تحليل وفلوكات. فلنبدأ على بركة الله. بدأ الفيديو يا جماعة.
Supposedly turn to the afterlife for answers, though as these YouTubers have found.
هون طبعا فرجوا المقتطفات اللي بدي يفرجوها الله.
On the other side,
نهار
number
12.
12, a YouTuber named Stromedy and his friend journey into a maze of tunnels deep underground to conjure the spirit of a girl who supposedly had her life forcibly taken down there long ago. They don't appear to be very serious in the beginning, but their attitude soon changes when they think
وين جاي عن المكان اللي عم بلعبوا
relatively
فيه.
friendly spirit named Abby. Then
ما
roughly
خطر على
10
حدا
minutes
كو
into
طفل
the
أضواوي.
video, they feel another presence enter and this happens.
عجب اللعبة نتأمن فيه نتأمن ما بعرف.
What? Can you stop?
No.
Can you please? Holy, that's freaking creepy.
ها
Whoa!
شفتوا شلون طار؟
Briefly consider leaving, but then Kyle volunteers
أعوذ
to look through
بالله.
the middle of the pointer instead. Earlier, Abby said whoever does this will be able to see her true form. Kyle bravely puts the pointer to his eye and peers into the unknown.
Ha, you there, bro? Ha. Dude, seriously. Dude. Let's just go. Let's go back. I know what you mean now. Let's go back. Did you see her? What'd you see? Let's go grab the board and let's go.
I think his reaction seems fairly genuine, but let me know if you agree or
كان
not.
يتلبسوا الشيطانة
11.
رقم 11.
Beyond this fence lays an abandoned asylum that a YouTuber named TGF Bro and his friends badly want to explore.
هذول فايتين على مبنى قديم نازلين على القبو. القبو هو كذا ما كان بصير فيه هيك شغلات.
Follow them as they progress deeper into the interior of the asylum.
Did you get that on camera?
When they get deep enough, TGF Bro pulls out a Ouija board and begins directing questions to whoever or whatever is near.
If there's anybody there, please move the triangle to yes.
نعم صار.
The group hears a loud bang directly behind them.
حرك شي وراهم.
Take off. I noticed that the third person was off camera though, so maybe that person made the commotion and then acted scared. Then again, old asylums are supposed to be notoriously haunted, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Ouija board really did bring spirits near. Number 10. A YouTuber named Danny Willant9 records some very strange.
هذول جاي فيديوهات من اليوتيوبر اللي مسوين هالشيء، هو مكتوب تحت حاب تأكدوا كمان فوتوا بسيط تأكدوا عليهم.
The pointer begins going wild, seemingly on its own.
Alphabet, and then it goes through the thing backwards. Is when
Bro, it's making a figure 8, bro.
They try to end the session multiple times, but apparently each time the spirit refuses to let them. The spirit eventually reveals itself to be named Abigail. They ask it to physically reveal itself a few times, but nothing happens.
شو القوة الخفية ضربت
They
هالشيء؟
decide to try and end the session. Abigail
شو
however,
اتأكد
seems to
طلعوا
have
على
other
هذه.
plans for them.
It's not letting me push down, bro. Bro, it's not letting me push down.
What do you mean?
It's not letting me push down to goodbye.
Finally, the force holding back the pointer is released, and they're able to move it over goodbye. I honestly can't tell if Danny was doing this himself, or if a spirit was doing this instead, so I'm interested in hearing your thoughts as to the authenticity of this video. Number 9. Robin Idri is the name of a YouTube channel with an interesting Ouija board experiment at 3 a.m.
Is there any spirits out here that would like to contact us?
They try to get the ghost to spell its name, but the session gets off to a bad start after they complain about how slow the ghost is at spelling. This seems to aggravate the spirit, and it asks to speak with Rob's twin brother Steven by spelling its name over and over again.
ثلاث ايدين عم يتحكموا بالقطعة من الحلقة بتروح المحل.
For his brother Steve.
شوفوا.
Do you want to hurt Steven?
Yes.
After a while, the Ouija board stops spelling Steven long enough to spell out Zozo instead. They eventually end the session properly, and even get assured that they will be left alone in the future.
You said that you will not haunt us, right? Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
But it seems as though Zozo may have been luring them into a false sense of security. As they are leaving, they see a rattlesnake nearby, and it seems to be paying special attention to Steven. Rob and Adri are convinced that Zozo was sending them a warning sign in the form of a serpent, but I think this could also be a coincidence. Let me know what you think. Number 8. A YouTuber named Chaos Prodigy and his friends gather around a Ouija board deep in the woods late at night. They are completely alone and surrounded by nothing but wilderness as they place their fingers on the pointer and invite any nearby spirits to guide them. Not much happens for a while until they ask if a spirit is around and get a sarcastic no in response. The spirit is in the middle of spelling its name when all of a sudden they are interrupted by something off camera.
What is that?
W?
No, V. The V.
صار شيء غريب عندهم.
Goodbye.
There's some sort of banging noise in the distance, and that's enough of a reason for them to end the session early. This video is uncomfortably
صار شي كان هجم على قوة خفية هربوا.
something paranormal or just some local wildlife. Maybe if they had stuck around for longer, they could have had more questions answered.
شو المساوي اللي قطعوها عن اللعبة
I
يعني.
can't exactly blame them for leaving as fast as possible. Number 7. Jessie Sims and her friend use a Ouija board only to discover they are surrounded by 3 spirits. She claims to get dizzy and asks if it's a good spirit she's talking to. The spirit gives them a negative response, so Jessie fights.
هي بالوسط الحديقة بيلعبوا اللعبة.
Is this Zozo?
The pointer stays over no. It's not Zozo after all. Still, they both have a bad feeling, so they decide to ask.
What do you want from us? Shut up.
You, the ghost responds. A short while later, Jessie's nose begins to gush red.
شو اللي صار انفع؟ نقط دم.
YouTuber named Hunting the Dead dares to play with a Ouija
كان
board.
ضربة ضربة على انفع، يعني شيء كتير نار.
Aside from using the board itself, he also has a ghost hunting device which scans different frequencies for any signs of the paranormal. He begins asking questions out loud, and it isn't long before he gets a fairly clear response.
Is there evil in this home?
The spirit then begins highlighting the same number 3 times in a row.
6.
ايش هذا الأصوات؟
6. 6.
Hunting the Dead soon finds out exactly who the spirit is and what it wants.
Zozo, do you want to attack me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's on, yes, it went off.
Shortly afterwards, Hunting the Dead begins to feel gravely ill and needs to go to the hospital. Number 5. Ashley Ortega and her friend Corey are making a video about how to play with a Ouija board. Ashley claims to have some bad experiences with the board before and is hesitant about trying it again. But curiosity gets the best of her and they start asking questions. After a while, they think they're communicating with an 84-year-old male spirit who refuses to provide much information. It seems to select letters at random or doesn't respond at all, but Ashley knows something is near and starts shaking. It then correctly tells Ashley how old she is and says that it watches her.
I'm done. I'm done.
ما تأكدوا إنه هذا بده يلبي لهم رغباتهم، يتواصلوا معه.
They continue to ask for more information and get some predictions about Ashley's future. It's impossible to verify if these predictions will come true or not. However, this does happen shortly before they conclude the session.
My nose is bleeding. nose is bleeding.
انتبهوا يا جماعة الخير، شلون صارت هيك أنثى؟
Let me know if you've had anything similar happen to your
كمان
nose
شر أنثى الدم.
playing with a Ouija board. Number 4. A YouTuber named Maximus and his friends are playing with a Ouija board in the shed. At first they can't stop goofing around for long enough to take
هذول
it
بيلعبوا
seriously.
مفكرين إنه شغلة عادية،
So
إنه
they start to
تسلاية.
concentrate more
شو
on
نهايته
playing
وخيمة
and less
والله.
on making jokes.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arm.
ما بيحصل شيء.
Why?
Cause it.
إذا الطاولة عم تروح كلياتها ما راح يحصل شيء. يا لطيف.
They laugh wildly to cover up the mounting tension as they realize a ghost might actually be near. Unlike most of the videos, nothing happens for a long time, and the pointer stays completely still. They go back to making sarcastic jokes until another event gives them pause.
Are you standing next to Frank Tilton?
Are you Frank Tilton?
When was he born?
Stop playing. Stop.
Oh my god!
نعم.
That actually like fell.
They are still acting like they don't care very much, but they decide to leave the shed just in case something is watching them. There's something about this video and their excitedly skeptical reactions that seems very genuine to me. Number 3. A YouTuber named Jeff Saxton is playing with his Ouija board all alone one Friday night. He asks if any spirits are around him and immediately gets a positive response.
هذا لحاله عم بيلعب هذا المغامر على اليوتيوب
Decides he
كني.
owes it to his viewers to keep going. He's in the middle of asking
جماعة الخير، حدا لعب اللعبة
questions
خبرنا
when all of a
بالتعليقات.
sudden this happens.
What the... Yo, guys.
نعم ايش صار؟
His pointer slips away and something knocks
نعم.
over his camera. Jeff Saxton steadies his
هجم
camera
عليه.
and refocuses it on 3 tiny claw marks, now adorning his right arm. It's hard to
شو
say if
شو
these
العلام شو
marks
علم؟
are just old scratches from
نعم.
a cut or something like that. So give me your best guess as to whether this
شعر
video
بدني.
is real or fake. Number 2. After a full day of hanging out with his friends and joking around, Mikey Mouse decides to get serious and play with a Ouija board in a
هذا بفترة مع
supposedly
نفق.
haunted tunnel
جربوا لعبة
at a
الويجا
local
هوني.
state park.
We're gonna try to contact the spirits that lay here, that live here, and that haunt this area. And
Things don't go exactly as planned. He and his crew spend most of the night dodging park rangers, and it's already 5 in the morning by the time they set up. Cars also still drive through this tunnel, so, aside from getting busted by rangers, they are also worried about getting run over. What's really weird is how a car comes by, literally every time Mikey asks if any spirits are near.
Are there any spirits here that would like to contact us? Hear another car. Yeah.
أقول شخص قادم.
Are you kidding me? I think we're good. Oh, we're chilling.
Why do we keep hearing that?
I don't know.
This happens on about 3 or 4 separate occasions, and I have to admit that the timing is quite odd. Anyway, they are becoming a little frustrated by the suddenly high volume of traffic and decide to ask a question one more time. At the far end of the tunnel comes an unexpected response that leaves them terrified.
We're not getting an answer. I'm getting so nervous.
I keep hearing things.
I hear a car.
قاعد
What? Oh shit. Dude.
عم شوت.
They peel out of the tunnel without properly ending the session by pointing over
ما شفتوا
goodbye.
هذا الشوت؟
This means that whatever they summoned was never returned to its own realm, or at least that's what happens according to the Ouija
على
legend.
السريع.
Either way, let me know if you think Mikey and his friends really did summon a ghost, or if it was just someone they knew wearing a costume.
وصلنا وياكم لنهاية الفيديو. الفيديو كتير رعبني. إذا حدا ارتعب اكتب لي، ما حدا ارتعب. دعونا بالخير. نلقاكم مع فيديو جديد والسلام عليكم.